Hi, hello, welcome back to another video. I hope you're doing really well. Today I wanted to share 3 15-minute healthy dinner recipes. All of these are super quick and easy, very tasty and not too much faff, which is exactly what I think is the most important thing for those days when you've just been super busy, you've got back from work and you don't want to spend hours in the kitchen, but you still want something really nice, nutritious and yummy. I've got you covered for this one. I will show you what you're going to need and get straight into it. If you could hit this video with a like, it really helps and supports my channel. First recipe is going to be a prawn curry, and this is the ingredients that we're going to need. So I'm using some rice. I've had some brown in the cupboard, so I'm just going to use that. White or like basmati rice would also be really good. King prawns, extra virgin olive oil or coconut oil, 2 tomatoes, an onion, ginger, garlic for the spices and seasoning. I'm using tamarind paste, coriander powder, paprika, and then like a mixed spice kind of seasoning, and then some coconut oil, 100 grams of dry basmati rice, just done a cup of water. I'm gonna wait until that gets to boil and then bring it down to a simmer. Chop up some onion, then take some of this olive oil, pop my onion in. Now I'm grating the garlic. I'm using 2 cloves and 1 to 2 centimeters of ginger. I need to buy one of those garlic presses, I think they're called, but this is a good little hack. Tomatoes. As I track everything, I find it easy just to weigh it as I go and then write in a notepad. Add this in. Half a teaspoon of ground coriander, a teaspoon of paprika. If I could only have one seasoning, it would be that. Half a teaspoon of mixed spice, 1 teaspoon of tamarind. This is like a real like Caribbean flavouring. 2 tablespoons of water. Give this a mix around. Just let that come together before I add the coconut milk next. Add in 400 millilitres, oh god, that went everywhere, of coconut milk. I'm gonna cook this for between 5 and 10 minutes, and then when it gets to like a gravy consistency, that is when we'll add the prawns. They only take like 5 minutes, don't they, to cook? They don't take long at all, but yeah, super quick and easy. And now I'm gonna add the prawns. So these only take like 5 minutes. Whack that heat up. And these want cooking until they are just pink, they don't need to be overdone. You know, sometimes they can go that like rubbery. We don't want that. This is unreal. You're gonna really like this one. Definitely give this a try, and if you do, don't forget to tag me on my Instagram. This is also a really good and handy meal prep dish that you could just quickly make up, literally less than 15 minutes. You could also bulk make your rice for a few days and have it cold at lunch. So tasty, and having good, like healthy meals doesn't need to be boring and bland by any means. So the next recipe is going to be a Cajun chicken burger with a coleslaw on the side. Absolutely obsessed with this. This is literally so easy to make and takes no time at all and just so tasty. It's like a nicer version of a McDonald's kind of burger, but my take on it is going to need some burger buns or like a brioche bun, whatever you prefer. I've got these 2 here. How cute do these look in this little glass container, please? 2 chicken breasts that I've got here, and then I've got some lettuce that you could use to pop in your burger, a tomato, a carrot for the coleslaw, and onion, some little things of garlic. They look so small. Some Cajun seasoning, and if you want to add any other seasonings, feel free. Some extra virgin olive oil, some coriander, and then for the coleslaw stuff, mustard, some yogurt, some like low-fat yogurt. These are really good meals to include if you're in a deficit because they're high protein, lots of volume, and really tasty as well. So we're going to take our chicken breast, put into a, what are these called now? Ziploc bag. or you could use cling film or baking paper, whatever you've got, and then make sure that is totally sealed. And you could grab a rolling pin, like our chicken breast, so you want these to be like 1 centimetre to 2 centimetres thick, so nice and thin. Chop some garlic into pieces. This is my lazy way. I'm really missing, you know, the lazy garlic that you can get. Now just gonna add the seasoning. Is the garlic, half a tablespoon of Cajun spice, tablespoon of olive oil. You could also add some chilies, but it's not for me. On a high heat, if you've got a griddle, even better. 4 minutes each side. And then put the chicken on a separate plate, and then I'm gonna toast these face down on here, just on a medium heat. My whole kitchen right now is just like a dream. They just look so juicy and succulent. I'm gonna make the balsamic soap. Gonna grate my carrot, chop up some coriander, red onion. These are comfy for my chopping skills. 50 grams of yogurt, teaspoon mustard. See this bit on the bottom, these look lovely and toasted. Some lettuce, some tomato, this juicy thing. Oh my God, dreamy. Wow, she's a beauty. Ta-da! But on to the final recipe. I can't actually believe it is getting dark outside. Winter feels like it's just on its way now. I feel like it's getting darker much earlier. So the final recipe is a avocado chicken, like pesto pasta kind of dish. So tasty and really simple. So you're going to need some pasta. Any pasta you've got in is fine. I'm just using these little spirally ones, but you could also use a gluten-free option or whatever you have in the cupboard. A huge chicken breast I've got here, and then it would be better if you had Parmesan cheese, but I'm just making do with mozzarella. And that's the most important thing. Don't be put off to try out just whatever you have in your fridge. Don't feel the need, if you don't have one thing, like don't be put off from trying like a recipe, you know. A medium avocado that is very ripe, that needs cooking today. That needs eating today. For seasoning, I'm just gonna season up my chicken with some pepper, some Himalayan salt. Make sure you use Himalayan salt, by the way, not the fake white salt, which is basically just chemicals. And then some extra virgin avocado oil. I've got some mixed spice for my chicken, some basil leaves there, a lemon, and then just some garlic. Super simple. I'm gonna actually air fryer my chicken. I just love this air fryer. I feel like I barely use my oven these days. So I've got 159 grams of dry pasta that I'm popping in. Add some water. Just do a little bit of seasoning. Not much because it'll be mainly in the sauce. So I'll just do a bit of mixed seasoning, salt and pepper before popping in the air fryer. I'm using my blender as a food processor, but if you've got a food processor, even better. So you just want to do like a few whizzes until there's no bits in it, but you don't want to blend the whole thing, you know? These are looking so aesthetic and I'm so happy with how they've turned out. I don't know what I'm gonna have for my dinner tonight. I've already had one of the prawn rice curry bowls. How nice do these look?
So nice as well.
The whole apartment floor that we live on is definitely gonna be strongly smelling of food, but nice food. But what I really wanted to show with these recipes is just how you don't need to cut out your favorite foods. You can make really small little swaps and be smart with your ingredients, like using as fresh as possible ingredients, lots of whole foods. Even with this like pesto, avocado pasta, if you compared like what would be in, you know, one of those tubs of pestos that you can get that you'd add, which is full of like lots more like processed stuff. Whereas when you just make ingredients yourself, you can make them a lot healthier, like full of healthy fats with avocado, olive oil, this kind of thing. Something that is super important to me is eating healthy food that is super flavorful. I really don't like, you know, having blandness, and it doesn't need to be bland. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you'd like to see a meal prep video next, or maybe some high protein dessert recipes. Pop that down in the comments down below. And if you haven't already, definitely check out my new fitness app that launched at the weekend, Live and Lift app on the App Store, and you can grab your 7-day free trial. If you haven't already, I'd love you to stick around by subscribing for more recipes and content like this, and making sure you've liked this video so I know to do more of this style of video. Right, taste test. What would you rate that?
8.5. Nice.
8.5. I think that's just my favourite one.
Is that the Caribbean flavour?
Yeah, it is. Caribbean tamarind.
Yeah, my favourite is the prawn.
Yeah.
So I love that Caribbean coconut.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell it's homemade. If you made it with someone who believe you made it, then it's not like a supermarket taste, it's like homemade taste.
Yeah, rather than like pesto in a jar, you can taste, yeah.
Drippage.
And I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.